everyone, welcome back. Today is going to be my Halloween look for 2020. However, it's not going to be a special effects look this year. I know last year's wasn't overly complicated, but it was still a scarecrow. The ones I've done previously I will link in the description box down below. However, this year I just do not have the mental capability to sit down and film something because some of those take 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean, I'm obviously not as advanced as some of the special effects artists on here, but I just don't have that mentality this year. So other than that, let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Here's, I am just going to tie this disgusting mane of my hair back because my hair needs a wash. I've got about 2 days worth of dry shampoo in my hair, plus it's just, yeah, it's been nearly a week since I've had my hair done and I wanted to like leave it for as long as I could before I washed it so the colour could really settle into my hair, and also because my hair has been bleached previously because I got this fixed at the hairdressers, but because my hair has been bleached I just wanted to let a lot of my natural oils come in. The eye primer I am using though is my M.A.C Soft Ochre Paintpot because it is literally the only primer that I own. Okay, just a little bit of powder to set my eye primer because I do set it unless I am using like actual like pigment eyeshadows like Jeffree Star. I have a palette of his the Thirsty palette, and I don't set my primer with that because they just fade off my eyes so quickly. So I don't with that, but pretty much all my other eyeshadows I do, and I need to set it because I am just so hard to get products to blend on my face. First off, I am going to be using the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. This is a beautiful palette. All the Anastasia ones are. It is the first one I have, or the first one I'm aware of that has coloured packaging. I did a first impression on this and I've done a couple of other tutorials with it, but I really haven't used much of my makeup in a long time. So this is what the colours are. Obviously it is upside down. I do apologise for that, but I don't want to blind you guys with a mirror. So to start off with, I am going to use the shade here called the Supreme, and that is going to be used as my transition shade, and I'm just using this big fluffy brush. Is going to be the colour, the very dark chocolate brown here, called Back Rolls, and it's a matte as well. I'm going to use this really to deepen up my eyes, and that is the main colour I will be using in my crease. I'm going to try and avoid touching it in my on my lid, but you never know. Okay, so now I've got this just small little like completely flat top brush, but I love this for just like outer corner work. I am going to take a tiny bit of the black called Beast and put this, I want mainly on my outer corner, but I will feather it in just a little bit, but mainly just one on my outer corner. And this is a very pigmented black, but I really don't want much at all because I do want this to stay brown. I mean, you might not honestly even be able to tell that I use it. I just want it on that outer corner for a little bit of something. I am going to do the colour on my lid now, and I'm going to use my M.A.C Paintpot again to cut basically like a half cut crease, basically. Then on the top of that, I'm going to put a little bit of my NYX Pure Gold Jumbo Pencil just to create a bit of a metallic base. And the colour that I'm going to use to set that with, I'm using my Kathleen Lights and Colourpop Zodiac palette. I will be using the colour The Aries just to set that. It's a metallic orange. It's basically the most actual orange metallic shade that I have. So that is what I'm going to do right now. I didn't actually end up needing the gold base after all, because the orange, as you can see, has brightened up a little bit. I am going to put something else over the top of it in a minute. First off, I'm now going to use my Designer Brands Absolute Liquid Eyeliner to do a bit of a little wing, and then after that, using this orange glitter. This is one of those glitter eyeliners that I bought from Wish. I've had the emerald green one, the silver, the blue, and I bought the orange one, and I don't think I've ever actually used this. Or I may have used it once, but not on camera. So this orange is obviously going to go over the top, but I need to do the eyeliner first so I can then just figure it out. But it's going to take so long for this to dry, because I will say these take so long to dry. I'm actually going to go and do that off camera, because I'm going to have to sit there with a piece of paper and like fan my eyes. Okay, so the glitter is on. I promise, guys, once everything is done, this will look a lot better. Shadow has also currently just taken my spot, so I've had to move around a little bit. But I will finish my eyes off next. I am now going to move on to my face. Foundation today, going with a cruelty-free theme. I am going to be using the Australis Fresh and Flawless Foundation. However, I just need to go wet my sponge, so I will do that and I will be right back. And the sponge I'm using is the Morphe, what's this, the highlight and contouring sponge or something, but this is pretty much the only sponge I will use with this foundation because it is so runny. The colour I have is Pearl. It's a bit too dark, but the next one was a bit too light, so I think I need to go to a store that had all the shades. It appears this foundation is now too pale, but like I can see it, so the powders will probably make it oxidize just a tad. I think when I did this side I applied a little bit too much, and unfortunately, because that's the only sponge that actually doesn't fully absorb this, I couldn't like fully 100% soak up too much of it, but we live and we learn. For concealer, I was going to use the Australis Fresh and Flawless Concealer, but mine's actually nearly empty because I use it that much. So I am going to use the Australis Colour Colour Correcting Concealer. This is the peach one under my eyes, and I'll top it off with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer because it's been so long since I've used this. So I'm just going to use that as my combo today. Rightio, so under my eyes is actually going to be the Australis banana powder mixed in with my Maycheer white powder. I don't know if this Maycheer thing is cruelty free or not because the letters on the back are in Chinese. So I don't know. I imagine it's not. But I don't actually have any other powder that is capable of being used under my eyes. I am going to use the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder on my face because it is a combo that goes together. They are designed for each other, so I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to use, as usual, my e.l.f. I just thought the whole powder fell out of the compact then, but it wasn't. It was a sponge in the bottom. Whew. But I am going to use my e.l.f. just the flat top powder brush. And look, it's actually clean. I cleaned all my brushes the other day. Now, I am going to do my brows off camera just because you guys don't need to see that. It's very boring. So I will be using this Oxx Brow Kit. This is number 2 medium. So they have a light, a medium and a dark. They also have brow gels and stuff to go with this. I may actually buy it because their stuff actually looks pretty good. The Studio line. The $2 line, some things are a bit hit and miss. Like I wouldn't use their foundations and concealers from the $2 line because they just oxidize so bad. But I mean, this looks so cute. Look at it. And it's literally got number 2 medium on the back. I look really scary right now. Super pale face and like dark brows, dark eyes. But I haven't seen myself with dark brows yet. This is the first time I'm wearing makeup since I've had my hair done. And I haven't seen myself with dark brows in like 7 months. So this is a really weird thing to see. Bronzer, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I know people have their thing with Too Faced, but to be honest, I don't even know what that thing is. But that's what I've been using as a mirror all along. I absolutely love this bronzer. It's one of my favorites. And for Christmas this year, unless I have just moved out, or I'm actually like literally in the process of applying for houses, I might buy myself a couple of items from Mecca Maxima, because you can't get this at Sephora here, because I will need in the next few months another eye primer because it's going to be empty. And I hate ordering just one thing from a high-end brand. Like I hate walking in and being like, oh, I just want an eye primer. Like, I want to go in and buy my eye primer, maybe an eyeshadow palette, get a couple of samples. You know, I want to feel like my money's well spent. I tell you, this orange and the browns is making my eyes so green. And I'm sorry if you keep hearing my Snapchat go off. I'm going to use a tiny little bit of my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. I'm going to just press the tiniest little bit into like the pinky purple colour. I know it seems like a really weird colour to be using, but I wanted a neutral-ish colour, and like only putting the tiniest bit of that on can give me that neutral flush. Because the others that I have are too peachy. Highlighter today, I'm going to use the tiniest bit of my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter because I basically have not used this in so long. It's ridiculous. So I don't care if this is too dark. I'm applying some because I like it. I basically I got the Mary Luminizer, and then I got my Mecca Maxima highlighter. Then I started on that Makeup Revolution one. And then I've just tried another Makeup Revolution, or the I Heart Revolution one. And I basically just shoved my Becca ones to the back of the drawer and forgot about them. But I am using it today to highlight my face. So there we go. So for my lower lash line, I'm basically just going to do the same thing I used in my crease. I'm going to really blow out that warmer shade under here, and then I'm really going to deepen it up with the back rolls colour. So I'm going to use the Supreme, and then I'm really going to use back rolls, and if I feel like it, I might use a little bit of Beast on my lashes itself. I'm just going to take a little bit of the colour Headliner, which is the matte white, and just use that as my inner corner colour because I don't want to use anything else that really will just take away from it, but at the same time I need that like brightened up inner corner. And I have to say, the matte white in this, that matte colour is beautiful. Use the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner, which is just the pencil one in Swerve, but I need to use both hands to do this, so I'll be back in a second. Next up, I am using mascara. I am just going to use a little bit of this Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara. I actually really like this. This is really nice. But I'm going to be putting like a lot on my lower lashes, but not a lot on my top ones, because I am going to be applying falsies, but I just want to coat my lashes and get like the powder off them because they're kind of great. Personally for me, I like to let my mascara fully dry before I apply my falsies. So I'm going to do my lips, and I will also have to do my falsies off camera because I thought I had a pair already trimmed and I don't. So moving on to my lips. this year, I'm going all out. I am doing a black lip. Although this probably isn't going to be the blackest black you've ever seen, but it's what I've got. This is the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in Alien. I bought the whole vault of the really little ones. There's actually a couple of colours I would 100% purchase. I don't really know where to get NYX anymore because they're not available here. The lashes I'm going to be using. These are my nice big dramatic ones and I love these. So I am going to go and trim these, apply them, and I will be back in the end to show you the final result. Okie, we're all done. So it took me so long to apply these because the stupid glue is those little tubes I bought from Wish, and while they keep my lashes on really well, they take so long to dry. This is so weird because I never see myself with a dark lip. These days I literally never use anything other than just a nude or like a pinky mauvey colour. So it's really weird to see myself with another lip colour, especially black. I would rather do purple, red, even possibly blue over a black. I mean, my lips are going to be grey tonight, but I love how this turned out. I think it looks so good. Let me know what you think. Of course, all the products that I used will be listed in the description box down below, so please go check all that out. Check out my Instagram as well. That's where I will be posting photos of this look. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am like so shocked. This is the first makeup tutorial I have filmed in months that I actually think turned out really, really well. I'm so happy with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any specific looks you would like me to do, please let me know. And other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!